rockets, you're talking about hundreds and thousands of deaths. So you're relying on the fact that there was an Iron Dome to protect the fact, like, oh, well, nothing really happened. A lot happened, and a lot would have happened if Israel didn't have to invest so much into protecting its civilians. And you can't rely on that as a defense. And not only that, let's go back to talk about when you talk about that the strike on Soleimani, and you say, oh, well, nothing really happened. They just did a small retaliatory whatever. That's not the case. They actually, let's talk about Flight 752, when they shot down a plane from Tehran going to Ukraine, killing many, many, many innocent people on that plane, because you know what the Islamic Republic does? It takes it out on its own people. That's what they do, and that's what they're doing right now. They're cracking down on Iranian women in the streets to show that they're the big bad wolf, because they know that they don't want any smoke with Israel, but they want to remind you.
July. Now, do you know who the first president was?
No.
You don't know who the first president of the United States was? Do you like Hamas more than America?
Yeah.
Really? Jihad more than democracy?
Yes, bro. I don't hate Hamas.
Israel Hamas war. Do you think it's good America's been involved?
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Not a big fan of Israel?
I support Palestine.
Are you in middle or high school?
Middle.
Did they teach you about Palestine?
Yeah.
They taught you about that, but not who the first president was?
No.
Do you think life would be better if we were under a different type of government, like Hamas?
Yeah.
In school, they teach you that they're good?
Yeah.
Democracy or Sharia law?
Totally opposed to democracy.
So you think Sharia law is better?
Yes.
Even though they like make women cover their hair.
Would they make us do things here?
The government doesn't infringe religion
today?
on us. Hamas or America?
I can't choose.
The fact that I have to question that is kind of bad.
Happy birthday, America. Land of the free and the home of the morally confused.
Who has the right to define Zionism? Well, apart from the proposition in this debate, because that's how the rules work. Would you ask a misogynist to define misogyny? You wouldn't ask a sex offender to define rape. You wouldn't ask the KKK to define anti-black racism. So why, when it comes to the Jews, would you let the anti-Zionists define anti-Zionism? No, ladies and gentlemen, no minority should have its identity dictated to it.
Say is the main goal with tonight's protest?
I think the goal is just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU stops. I honestly don't know all of what NYU is doing.
Is there something that NYU is doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure they're... Do you know what NYU is doing? About what? About Israel. Why are we protesting here?
Palestine will be free!
I wish I was more educated. I'm not either.
Oh.
I came from Columbia. I was there up at Columbia, and we came down. They said NYU students needed our support. So I came down. I heard there's lots of cops. Some people were saying it was getting dangerous.
Sir, I heard you saying amen to what he was saying. What do you think?
I think that we're in a democratic country. We're supposed to be in a free society, and it doesn't feel very free if you're Jewish. I think we have a very big problem, not just in Canada, but across North America. And the cause of it is it's sort of like a perfect storm. The weakest governments on both sides at the exact same time. So it's allowing all of these jihadis to do what they want to do without any repercussions. It's ridiculous. Poor Jewish students whose parents are funding their educations can't go to class because these people are literally threatening their existence. And this is Canada. This is not some third world country we're talking about. It's just ludicrous.
I appreciate what this man was saying. He actually says there's a threat to Canada. Do you believe that what's happening could be threatening to Canada with these radicals?
So there's absolutely a threat. They're being indoctrinated right now. So far, what they're saying is free, free, whatever, and they're chanting, and they're given a script, and they're given signs, and they're given a protocol. All that has to happen is a little switch has to turn for it to become violent. And at that point, will the police step in or not? That's the question, because so far, they're claiming the administrations on campuses are not allowing it to happen. So what's it going to take in order for the police to have to step in and do what they're paid to do? What's it going to take? That's what I want to know, because it's getting bad. They're radicalizing students that have no clue why they're even chanting. They've never been to the region. They've never explored the region. They don't know any Arabic. They don't know anything about it. I've been to my beautiful country of Israel many times. I support it. I'm an activist. It's what I do. And I will always call out a wrong. And Israel is never wrong. Never. We don't start conflicts. We end them. We don't kill people. We save lives. That's the bottom line. And these people are being told the opposite. And they're running with it. So again, it's a chant, it's a whatever, it's a threat. All it's going to take is for a little switch to go off, and then it's going to become violent. And when that day comes, governments are going to be very sorry. And
two-state theory is never a solution because Palestinians never wanted peace.
Themselves want is to have human dignity and safety and security. But our political leaders, both on the Palestinian side and the Israeli side, and here in the United States, frankly, on both the Republican and Democratic side, are so focused on how this conflict can serve their own needs that they've completely lost track of what the goal is. And the goal is two peoples living side by side in dignity and in safety.
It's a dream assessment. It's Twilight Zone. If the Palestinians really wanted peace with the Jewish state, they would have had it in 1948 and 4 other times after 1948. Netanyahu or no Netanyahu, if Israelis...
You need to go back and study your history, Mr. Prager.
Yeah, no. I did study my history. I was a fellow at the Middle East Institute at Columbia University and studied Russian and Arabic and Hebrew.
So then you know
don't
that...
tell me what I should
so
study.
then you know that
don't know
Resolution 181...
Let me finish. They rejected every peace offer. And Clinton said to Arafat, you blew it. An offer was made at Camp David, and the Palestinians preferred to kill Israelis in buses and restaurants and bar mitzvahs than to have peace. The day the Palestinians say a Jewish state is legitimate, there will be peace. You live in a fantasy world, my friend.
People say, well, why are you so bothered about it? What is this small state? Why does it bother you? Western civilization is based on the legacy of Athens and Jerusalem. Athens is under great assault always, but it's not actually under existential assault at the moment. What is being attempted by Israel's enemies is the philosophical and cultural equivalent of burning all the libraries of Alexandria. This is one of the underpinnings of Western civilization, utterly at risk. That's the other thing is what people don't realize is that they're all next. The Hamas leadership, the Hezbollah leadership, the leadership in Tehran, the revolutionary Islamic government, have all made perfectly clear what they want to do with Israel. But they don't regard Israel as being the main problem. They regard it as being the main regional problem for them and their expansionist Islamist worldview. But it's America that's their biggest enemy. That's why they call America the big Satan and Israel the little Satan.
Remember when Caitlyn Clark was snubbed by the Women's Olympics? Well, last night, Caitlyn Clark showed up against 2 of the top women in this very Olympics team, Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner. Not only she took off with a win, she did it in great style. Clark shattered the Fever's rookie assist record and was 1 rebound off a triple-double. Just look at how humble she is.
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her, and obviously a really great game. And like you said, this crowd was absolutely incredible.
Do you